All right, greetings everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. It's good to be getting right back into Veilguard. Threed, what's up, dude? How long to stop the show, but I'm here. Drop a like. I know. There are definitely some people who are not a fan. I'm still having a good time. It's not a slog getting through this, that's for sure. Moonlight, what's going on? How are you? Let's see. Boo-boo. What's going on, everybody? Only got a couple of hours to stream, and then I got to get some other stuff done. I might be on later on tonight. We'll see. One second. I'm trying to get everything set up. And that should be it. Bam. And switch over to Twitter and show screen. There you go. You all should be able to see my screen. And what's up in this? How are you? Awesome. All right. And one second. All right, so I got a hard stop at around 2:45, 2:50, so that I can make sure I'm on time for a dinner arrangement I've made. But other than that, I should be able to stream, and I'm looking forward to it. What? Oh. Oh, you're resending this. Okay, fine. Why is there, Veilguard is kind of weird to me in the way that it starts up and the way that it shuts down. It never seems to shut down cleanly. I feel like I always have to kill it in Task Manager in order for it to actually shut down. And then, why am I not hearing anything? There we go. And then it just seems to start up kind of slow. I don't know if anybody else is having those issues. By the way, I'm not complaining because I know some people are complaining about like significantly worse issues, like they're having trouble loading saves and things of that nature. And I'm glad that hasn't been a problem. So it could be worse. I told you I love your ace thumbnail. It gives me the same energy as a kid who found the biggest thing on the playground and knows he's the king of make believe. Thank you. I appreciate it. I knew what you meant, Axe. I used to work with a production company that would do like movies and puppeteering shows and stuff like that. And so that was one of the props that they had there. And I was like, oh man, I hope one day I get a role with this axe. It never happened though. Shinrugal, what's up, dude? Love the red video you posted. They pissed me off so badly, dude. So badly. Like, you don't have to talk about these people in this fashion. It's not necessary. It is 100% not necessary. You've already taken their livelihood. Why do you feel the need to trash them and try to say, oh, well, getting rid of them made us more focused and gave us more momentum? Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Damn, bro. It's only a single voice person. And even on deep down pit, sounds like a tiny little boy. What? So long as I made a handful of steps past character creation, spending hours trying to make a decent look. Oh, you try to do a Kunari. And the voice wouldn't get right. When I do my next playthrough, it'll probably be as a Kunari. They keep mentioning these owls, and that almost makes me feel like, did I not do what I'm supposed to do with them? Oh, okay. That's true. I didn't. My bad. Hunter, what's up, dude? How are you, man? I'm convinced these owls are more than statues. There's a power behind these silent guardians. I'm hesitant to tamper with them. But on the other hand, owls represent wisdom and transformation. I can't imagine a monument to such noble creatures would be harmful. Renee Limford. Why does that name sound familiar? Renee Limford. All right. Lady, chill out.
I found those people. You don't have to feel this way anymore.
So much fear before the darkness. Make it quiet. Make it go away.
don't understand.
I think we need to soothe the spirit somehow. Maybe some kind of reverent gesture?
Wait, now what? I'm confused. I hear something. What's that all? This is... Oh, wait, no, that's just a read. Perform the rite. What does that mean? Ah, this is what happens when you try to finish a quest that... Oh, wait. Here. No, it's somewhere in this area. What's up, Chaos? I agree. I feel like the environments in this game are fantastic. Why does it say... Oh, wait. Up there? How do I get up there? Oh, wait. There's a right button option over on that side, too. Can I get over on this side? No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. And it won't even let me get back over. Come on, man. All right. So somehow I need to get up there. Now, let's see. If I go back through the portal. Ha-ha.
Of course.
Nice.
Any ideas what that does?
It's ancient Elven, I know that much. Probably tapping into the Fade and drawing from it. Whatever it is, it wasn't here before. Things like this now pop up out of nowhere.
Okay, so she's supposed to do something with it. What in the hell? Well, this is interesting. Very interesting. Helps you give them black scalera. I tapped out. Didn't like this game. I got you, yeah. Didn't even get to the... I couldn't make it that far. Yeah, it seemed like you were going to like from the beginning, y'all. Is there an emote button in this game? Not quite, Moonlight. Expect a live at this hour. Isn't it late for you? No, it's early for me. It's 11:32 a.m. where I am right now. So usually I wouldn't stream this early on a Saturday, because usually this would be the time that I would be like, no, I'm going to spend this with my daughter. But because this launch has happened, and because it was Halloween, so we were up all night watching videos last night anyway, so she's had plenty of time. She's good. I feel comfortable going ahead and streaming. We watched The Nightmare Before Christmas and Beetlejuice before she finally tapped out. She had fun. And we made popcorn and ate popcorn together. It was cool.
Here goes.
Metaphors
Gareth
amazing.
You are fighters, scholars, explorers, friends, family, and lovers. We will remember you as you lived, and not as you died. Go in peace. Rest well.
A moment of pain does not undo a lifetime of hope. Thank you.
Gotta be honest with you. I'm actually kind of impressed with that side quest. I feel like this side quest is significantly better than a lot of the trash we had to do in Inquisition. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Okay, we got Balara's quest here. Let's look at the... Balara has another quest. Return to the Lighthouse via the crossroads or fast travel. And then we've got Lucanus, who wants to go to Treviso. All right, and then we've got Minrathis. Return to the dock town via the crossroads or fast travel to find the Shadow Dragons. Okay, I think let's first do Balara's, and then we'll take Lucanus and go to Treviso. Oh, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. So that means we go back to the Lighthouse, which is here. And there we go. Hey, I just noticed it said there are 2 chests in the lighthouse that I haven't found. What's up with that? I should probably find them. The caretaker's workshop can be upgraded. Oh, they let you know. Isn't that nice? So, let's see. Oh, that just says it's up. Okay, so they gives a little marker here if you can actually talk with him. So I can talk with her and I can talk with her, but the other 2 don't have anything to say. Well, isn't that handy? Beetlejuice, yeah. It was funny watching that with her because you could tell as a child, yeah, there's this other door over here. I should probably explore this section a little bit more, or maybe I need to unlock more party members before I can make it everything that it's supposed to be. You can, I could tell that there were definitely things that went over her head, you know, because she's a kid, but she was still having a good time, which is kind of cool. Metaphor does racial relations better than most most games. I 100% agree. Remember you as you lived, none as you died. A moment sad is not cliche, but very pretty. I agree. I agree on both points. What's up, BW? I'm actually enjoying the game. I do find the visuals go from absolutely beautiful to looking like Jack and Dexter. Yeah, it's up and down. I think the environments look amazing, whereas sometimes the character models are... but overall, I'm having a good time. What's up, Delore? Just watch us take down the virus. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, they're so annoying. Why are you doing this? How does this help the Veilguard launch? In what way, shape, form, and fashion does this help? It just doesn't. It absolutely does not. Oh, that doesn't give me increases caretakers. Why is it that this is common, the lowest level of this particular item, but I need a higher level in order? Oh, maybe it's a mix. You need to find more versions of the item and upgrade it. All right, whatever. Can I see? Oh, these are the items that I actually have equipped, and this is the one. Sooner or later, I want to be able to swap in having this one that's going to really make my ultimates insane. But for right now, I'm leaving it on the bench. Okay. Okay. And I'll take that for sure. Very nice. Very nice. Now, all right, I know. I'm saying all of this is equipped. Interesting. I have to be careful about that. I'm using Lacanus next, so anything that can be upgraded for him, I definitely want, so that he's tip top at his very best. Max level +3, no problem. And then Neve, I'm gonna bring her with me whenever I can. Oh, so maybe this just upgrades the stats, but it doesn't upgrade the level of the item. In order to upgrade the level of the item, you need to find another version of that item somewhere out in the world. That's interesting. Looks like I still have plenty of this stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead. You know what? I should have checked this first to see if why can't I do any enchantments yet? I guess maybe I don't have the gear yet needed for enchantments. We'll see. What's up, Wiggly? He is a great company. Bruh. Random, what's up, man? You see your Kunari? No, I don't think so. Not yet. I was spoiled. Clever double meaning there. Yeah. Nero, what's up, dude? When you finish the game and do your review, could you please add your opinion on what you think the replayability of this game is? Yep. Yep, that's something I commonly talk about in my reviews, and it's something I'll bring up here for sure. In alternate universe, I think the combat in this game had interesting ideas, but they made it too much of a button mash and way much less tactical than it seemed. Enemies are all too samey, and your companions can never be down. I find it hard to disagree with a lot of that. I feel like the combat could be better. But I take that with a great assault because I feel like I also haven't fully explored combat yet. I don't have specializations. I don't have some of the nooks and crannies that are going to make it more interesting. So maybe that'll make all the difference.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I?
You did.
I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
So it's interesting to me that they set this up where you, the player, can hear things that the party members are going through, but the actual person you're playing as does not. Like Spite with Lucanus. We, as the player, could see and hear Spite, but Rook couldn't. And same with Harding. We could hear the voices she heard, but Rook couldn't. I'm not sure yet how I feel about that, but it's certainly interesting. And
now you know what it's like to have a voice in your head.
You know, I don't care for it. What if she's like me?
Doors over
Maybe
L's.
that's
Where does
why
that come
only I
from?
heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Sup,
Meaning...
Ezekiel?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads.
Let's go!
Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans. Ancients.
We going to the deep
You think it's
roads?
related?
I'm a fan.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
No, I told you,
Volta.
only 2 pieces.
That was the
What are you
shaper's
getting
name.
that for?
Maybe there are more like her down there.
What? Nah, you can leave it here. You're good. What? That's mine. You got your 2 pieces. You're good. Thank you. Love you. Trying to finagle her way into some more candy. Breaking thing to add to the list. What's up, Thoric? How are you, dude? How's the story going until now? I'm good with the story. I'm not so good about some of the other things. Let's see. Volta, that was the shaper's name. Maybe they're more like her down there. Ooh! The doors are one of my favorite parts about Veilguard. I didn't even consider the possibility we might visit a Tig. That would be amazing.
You're going to drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date.
A date?
Vagrant, what's going on, dude? I most certainly can't blame
time
her.
And place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date?
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
See, Harding and Ballara are both going for, the whole adorable thing. But Harding is a little bit more endearing to me. It's working on me a little bit more. Even though some of their dialogue is still cringe, to be honest with you. I'm for the most part, I'm enjoying those discussions. Whereas the ones with Ballara, it just feels off. Okay, I'm kind of irritated that apparently I'm missing chest. And I've got to assume that it's something out here, but I can't imagine what it is. You know what? No. We said we'd waited till we had all the party members because then we know all the areas are unlocked. And then we could try to see. This is not where I need to go. Why don't I see any lanterns lit up? There should be a lit up lantern somewhere where we need to go next. Is this it? No, I thought this is where, that's where we just were. Where is she? Oh, it's right here. It's right where I'm pointing to. Okay. Is it over here? Oh. I wonder why the lanterns aren't lit up. Maybe it's because it's a quest instead of just a regular hey, I want to talk. Maybe that's it. So cute. Dragon is a game that doesn't fit a thing. It's like a Star Wars game with no Force Ice Planet. I agree.
Hi. Hey.
Doors are amazing in this game. What's up, Harambe? How are you, dude? I can't complain at all, man. Wait for the DLC. They already announced there will be no DLC for this game. I have a video coming out on that tomorrow. And it's cute but confident. Before Balar shy and childish. And yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's pretty much it. And I don't like the childish as someone I'm supposed to be, attracted to or try to have a relationship with. It doesn't work for me. We're still gonna choose our romance dialogues though, just to see how it is.
Wow, thank you.
Whoa, bond increase, awesome. Oh, we just dropped that off with her? No dialogue? I brought you some ancient Elvish Dalish relic thingamajig, and we don't got no convo or nothing? Interesting. Oh, or is that the gift? I think that's the gift that I bought for her, and I'm just dropping it off. But still, I can't hate, because in the other Dragon Age games, you dropped off a gift and there was no big conversation, right? In fact, there was no conversation whatsoever. It just ticked up their approval points. So it's not that crazy. All right. It's fine. Let's see. Next up, Treviso. So let's go to journal. And yeah, we'll do. So there's Treviso, Lucanus, and then what is this? Defeat the champion in Treviso to unseal the path to deep sorrows. I kind of wish some of these quests had levels on them, because I've heard it's actually quite possible for you to run into creatures you have no hope of defeating well, or that are at least significantly out-level you. And I would hate to enter into a quest and then have to load back to a faraway previous save, because it turns out the boss at the very end was like way beyond me. But whatever. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go back, and then no. Whoops. We need the local map, the world map, and we need to go over here, and we need to travel, and we need to bring Lucanus with us. So you're at level 3. I'm trying to move over. Oh, it's a delay. Okay, you're at level 3. I'm trying to make sure that I'm leveling all my people evenly, and that I'm not leaving someone out, because I don't like using them as much, because it seems like how much you use them on some level determines how many levels they get. So that's IG, yeah. Enjoy the new job editing Metal Gear video. Nice! That's awesome, dude. So did you finally finish your Metal Gear playthrough? But there, what's going on? I don't know if you watched my impressions video. I did release a video with all my thoughts on the game. I don't have anything different to say since that that video. So I have Moonlight. Moonlight always has something crazy to say. Very good, always. Not have a comment in Origins when I gave gifts to go. What the hell? That was a dope gift. Exactly. Although the quality of your gift did decide how many approval points you received. So there was some reaction to it, but you didn't have something direct where it was like, hey, let me tell you that this was a super cool gift.
Keep my stores full.
Well, look at that. For the first time, we're able to go ahead and give them some valuables. And it was not nearly enough, but it is what it is. Melissa, I can't complain at all. How are you doing? I would have said spirited debate. That too. And none of them are B-spirited. It's all a good fun. Always. I finished. Oh yeah, Punch Solas Moonlight. She named Punch Solas because she knows I love Solas. I plan to follow up. Finished the whole series, then finished a commentary playthrough of the 1987 original, which I'm editing for the new channel. That's awesome. Hey, you got a new channel? Send me a DM on Discord with the link for it. I'll join it when I get through. What's up, Jeff? My impression of Balar so far is that she was writers consider adorkable or a manic pixie dream girl. I would agree. Pt.4 approved Stardew Valley. I never played that. Hey, I had to make a tough choice in the game, and I'm not sure if I made the right one. Yeah, I heard that that in about 10 to 15 hours, I have to make a tough choice as well. I'm looking forward to what that looks like. Yeah, I don't know why that double posted, Jeff. All right, let's see. Rare. Sure, let's go ahead and buy that. And requires shop rank 2. Oh, well. And yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Some bonus damage and all that. Requires shop rank. Imperial Weave. Interesting. Ooh, I keep forgetting. I should start there. And Teven tea set. Oh, it's a gift. Oh, yeah. We should definitely buy all gifts for sure. And is this appearances? Hunting plumage. Noble sword. I'm going to leave those alone for now. It feels wrong to buy... Oh, and that unlocks a quest, of course. Okay. It feels wrong to buy appearances when I need basic stuff right now.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antaam crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Okay. If you say so, lady. What if it doesn't suit me? Ooh. What's this? The next blight. Crow diplomacy dating from the 4th blight. As guild influence grew, Grey Wardens were the first to recognize true Antaam leadership. Thereafter, treaties bore seals of queens, emperors, and crows. Ooh, that's interesting. The next false avatar. Crow diplomacy at its most hypothetical. Possibly signed in jest with one of the more rambunctious divines. A price on the head of a false prophet. Should one arise. Come on. Super, super cool. Thoughts on Isatuno. Harding. How can anything be both all and one? Together, but separate. It doesn't make sense, does it? But of course it doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of an idea without a word to define it, to give it shape and boundary. Maybe Isatuno is a word we forget, and then we forget that Isatuno was possible. Think about ants. Ants know what they are. They know their purpose, and they must understand instinctually how that purpose fits within the whole. But what if it doesn't end there? What if their consciousness isn't just individual? What if the nest itself knew what it was? A collective sentience of some kind. Nothing says the ants don't have a collective sentience. We just assume they don't because they're ants. Ants or bees or darkspawn. Now, there's a thought. Love Dagna! Inquisition Arcanist. Yo! That's awesome. Dagna, it's good to hear from you, darling. A lot of people feel like Dagna should be in the position that Harding is in, frankly. Did a companion gifting system in the Old Republic as well. Yep, man, I had so much fun with Star Wars The Old Republic. Get it for $10 or free if I'm lucky. What's up, Eric? I'm not going to be... it's not going to be discounted that much for years. I hope some of the gifts give dialogues, because even in Origin, some of the gifts were just approval fodder. Oh, yeah, that's true. If you found a gift that someone told you was really personal to them, like Zevran with the leather boots that reminded him of his mother, if you found something like that, there would be a dialogue. That's a good call out. So, yeah, I hope the same. I hope we get something about that. Watch nature videos about ants. They're a fantastic superorganism. I agree. I had an ant farm when I was a kid. I loved it. It was such a joy watching those ants work every day. Unfortunately, I ended up killing them all because I didn't realize, I guess ants don't have a sensor that tells them, hey, you're full, stop eating. So as a kid, I would see them and I'd be like, man, they're working so hard. They're probably still hungry. And I would just give them like extra water or put extra stuff in there on top of what my father had already provided. And so they basically ate themselves to death because there's nothing that tells them, hey, you don't need any more, you're good. My father was not happy with me, not happy with me. When my daughter's a little bit older, I want to get her an ant farm when I feel like she's mature enough to handle it. Thoughts on stone sense. I can more reliably use my new abilities now, thanks to Rook's encouragement. Oddly enough, it's easier to handle certain kinds of rocks. Some just don't seem to respond to me. Is it a Titan thing? Maybe some stone was closer to or part of a Titan? Maybe I just need to get better. I don't know. It must be stone sense, just extra. I can now do the things that people with stone sense can do. If I concentrate hard, I can tell if there's a cavern close by, or water, or a lyrium vein. I can tell different types of rock apart. They sound different, but I'm listening with something other than my ears. That makes no sense written down, but it feels true. Kal Sharok. I've been thinking about Kal Sharok. Aside from Orzammar, it's the only other great Taig we know about. It was supposedly destroyed in the first Blight. The Taig was in the Darkspawn's path, and the dwarves sealed it off and retreated to Orzammar. They abandoned their own people, and then, about 20 years ago, we learned that the city survived and continues to hold a terrible and justified grudge against Orzammar. Kal Sharok has secrets, many, many secrets. How they survived the Blight is one, and I hope a greater understanding of the Titans is another. Charter knows people can put me in touch. I hope they're okay talking to me. It doesn't matter if they don't know much more than I do. If they accept the Titans and are curious about them, it'll be a huge improvement over Orzammar. Orzammar and Titans. Getting the strong feeling that Orzammar doesn't want to acknowledge the Titans' existence. You'd think the capital of Dwarven civilization would be interested in the history of our people, but nope. Almost 10 years after Shaper Volta connected with her Titan, and they don't care. I know they know. I delivered the Inquisition report to the Assembly myself. Technically, I delivered it to an assembly aide because I'm a surfacer and I don't get to be anywhere near the assembly hall. Sure, that wasn't fun learning that. Records that exist outside of Orzammar mention great sleeping Titans and the first ancestors. Maybe Orzammar's leaders removed our reference to the Titans from their memories on purpose. Maybe they buried our report on Volta for the same reason. Are they afraid of something? Maybe accepting that we all came from the Titans makes it harder for them to defend the caste system and their treatment of the casteless. This is interesting. I'm actually, thus far, impressed and happy with the Codex. Thus far, I feel like the Codex is standing up to the codexes we received in all the other Dragon Ages, which honestly, I did not expect. They're following you, and it does feel like some of the Balar issues tones itself down. Okay, I think the reviews stating Act 1 was the weakest was correct. Oh, okay. Hey, that sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to that. What's going on, LipX? How are you? Encouragement from Harding's Ma. Lace, remember when Sir Russ bucked and threw you and you landed face first on that pitchfork? There were so many tears those first weeks from not recognizing yourself in the mirror. But that was mostly the swelling, and in the end, the scar didn't ruin anything. You learned to accept it as a part of you. Of course, the Titan's gift changes you. Every day adds something new. Sometimes it's little, sometimes it's big, and so often it's painful, but it doesn't lessen us. Change is difficult, but all growth is, and a thing that stops growing, well, it's dead, isn't it? I do worry, of course, about what it all means, but I've always worried a little about your adventures. Whatever comes, I know you are strong enough to bear it. Love, Ma. She's got a really good mother. Nice. Elven people. Letter from Ireland to Balar. Balar, it was good to see you. Felt a little bit like old times, you know? Just going out there and doing the work instead of worrying about everything else that's happening right now. I know things are a little weird, and I know that some of this isn't really my business to say, even when we work together, but I'm going to say it. You have to stop beating yourself up over what happened with Syrian. I know you think you're the one person who can fix anything, but you can't. No one can. You're a friend, Balar, and I still care about you, so give yourself a break. A meditation on grief. They say grief is a knife, sharp, painful, immediate. But grief isn't a knife. It's a stone, choked down and kept down. It erodes. Time makes it smaller, lesser. You forget about it. It passes into memory. Where you used to feel its pain, now you feel nothing. But sometimes it turns. A note, a flower, a smell. The smoothly worn edges retreat. Twist away. What comes now is as sharp and jagged as ever. It cuts anew. It's worn anew. Then it all happens again. And unlike a stone, there was always another jagged edge. Nice. All right. I think Dagna wasn't in the game because she was paired with an unromanced Sarah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. And BioWare didn't want to break up one of their few canon healthy lesbian couples. That makes complete sense. I didn't know Sarah and Dagna get together. That's a good call out. Action on behalf of Antiva. As 7th Talon, I give notice that the Antivan Crows have drawn a contract against the enemies of Treviso, the Antaam. It is not the Antaam. We aren't required to give His Majesty a point-by-point, but he's your blood, Viago. It's a courtesy to let him know we are going to war. The occupying Antaam are strong, driven, fanatical. They cannot be reasoned with because reason is just a weapon to be resisted. They can be killed, of course, but removing a leader does not remove their desire to be led. They are a force we must contend with, but they are not Treviso's true enemy. A name, Viago. Contracts require a stabber and a stabbee? Come on now. Tia, you know my doubts. The butcher took the city too easily, and there's dealing with the gods there that I dread to know. But I fear that the true enemy of Treviso is not known because they are known, merely unrevealed. The hand that leads Treviso, is that nebulous enough? Yes, that is a series of someones we can eventually kill, but not something we can send my father. On to draft 5 then, Neri. Begin again. I hope this game gives me an opportunity to decide with the Qunari.
Occupy.
I hope we're not forced into saying that the Qunari are wrong and they're terrible. Especially, I mentioned in my impressions video that I find it odd the way the Crows are being portrayed thus far. Because I'm like, are we going to get to the point that we're going to talk about what the Crows really stand for? Half the people who are working in this building were probably kidnapped as kids. Crow diplomacy signed in blood from a period after influence was claimed, but before responsibility was accepted. If nations march on the L's, Antiva will not be silent. Never again. What? Since when do the Crows care about the L's? All right.
It's more than insulting.
All right.
Insulted.
All right. Let's see. The Codex entries are such a standout. It feels like the writers excel at world building and not dialogue, which I guess makes sense alongside the layout. That you might absolutely be correct. Personally, Sarah and Dag never made sense to me. They're never interacted in game, and their personalities and life goals are too different, in my opinion. Yeah, like I was surprised to hear you say that because I'm like, I don't remember anything where either one of them mentioned being attracted to each other. Being trade is objectively good. It's my least favorite part of the game so far. Not gonna lie. Okay. So I'm not crazy.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antaam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
So yeah, you know, we're about to speak with Qunari. Hopefully we're about to speak with Qunari, and hopefully they're going to present a whole nother side of it. But in the first 3 games, Antiva was talked about almost as if it was under the tyrannical rule of the Crows, where anybody who spoke out against them was and good or evil, right? Like, these are not good people. They kidnap kids in order to fill up their ranks. Zevran was basically brainwashed into being one of their servants. Like, this is not some ho-hum, Treviso will be free and back with us again because this is what's best for the people. Like, come on now. When they talk, it's kind of strange. Yeah, it's not animated well. What's up, Doc? Appreciate you, man. Could you resize the webcam display a bit? Crop out 1/3 of the left side. Give me a minute. Let me look at it.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, Killing him isn't the contract.
No, Zevran wasn't an orphan. He had a mother. He just doesn't remember her well because very earlier in his life, she sold him to the crows, if I remember correctly. But no, he wasn't an orphan. One second, you all. I see. Is the complaint that maybe, you know what? This might be legit. That my part of my camera is cropping here. What is the? Hold on. There we go. Part of my camera is blocking the dialogue. Is that the problem? Yeah, let's see. Let me see this for a second and see how it looks. There we go. All right. Hopefully that makes the situation better. Let me move my stuff back to where it was, though. And do that. And there we go. Until we know Kenham is at the contract. Tell me about the Butcher.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antaam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
I don't want to cover the top right. I actually moved it from the top right because a lot of times, one, because it was larger, it was interfering with, it was covering sometimes their faces, and I realized that looking back at the footage. And then also, when I try to reuse some of my footage, it's very difficult when you have that box in the upper right, because then if I try to extend the photo to take that out of the picture, it cuts off part of the face. So it's much easier for me having it in the lower right. A little bit made freedom fighters. Makes me wonder if the writers just didn't want to create a new faction. Like, yeah, this is so odd.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
But it only matters
And
if
the
you
power
care
of a
about previous
king
Dragon
is
Age
enforced
games.
by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Do you?
Helping the crows
Oh
helps
crap!
everyone in the
I
long
keep
run. What's the first step to your
It doesn't
message?
keep you in the
We have a scout
investigation menu.
named
I forgot
Dareth.
about that.
He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Is that what it's gonna do? Interesting.
I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
It's also weird that Lucanus was here the whole time and never said a word. I specifically brought him because I figured that he would have reactivity to a quest regarding the crows.
You're new as well, right? I'm D'Antonio Chavez.
Oh, this is a switch. Activate.
Hello. What?
That allows me to go over there if I want to, but we're not going to do that for now. Let's see. Meet Lucanus at the market. How do I... What part of the market? So that's where I need to meet Lucanus. And then... Oh, so basically where my quest marker is. And hey, look at that. There's a chest over that way too. What's this? Oh. I wonder if the champion is the same person. Did Zevra's mom die at childbirth? I don't remember that because he talked about her remembering her boots, right? Wonderful being on it again. What's going on, Fridge? Hey, appreciate you. No prize for DLC to the Mass Effect 5. Sounds like a threat. I'm a fan of it. I'm glad they're doing that.
I'm not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Interesting. I wonder how they would change Mass Effect lore. It'll be interesting to find out. I have high hopes. Like, Mike Gamble is the one leading this crew. I have actually a lot of faith in what he'll do with it. So I'm not particularly worried about Mass Effect, to be honest with you. Sure, let's do this first. Why does it say G? Here we go. But the Kroger will lose a bit of their edge. I sure hope not. Gamble has actually been on record that no, Mass Effect will maintain a very mature perspective.
Ilario will meet us at Cafe
and
Pietra. It's not that far from here.
It will
We
continue
have
to be
time before he
photorealistic
arrives.
as well.
I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
Want to try anything on? A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The Demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what
This
they
is the
eat?
most
It's a
cute and
miracle you didn't all
cuddly,
starve
ruthless
before you
assassin
hired
I've
me.
ever seen in my life.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to
Cute
be
and
close to
cuddly,
her, even for me.
demon-possessed assassin
And
at that.
I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Neve only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Welcome.
Of
Your
how they'll
order is a
restart. Yeah, this
sacred
is
vessel,
the new
and
one is
I
definitely
can
going to be
provide you
much
with the proper
different
building
from what they've done
materials.
before. Selling germs, that was on another stream, not here. What? Ran a group and my rogue went from level 6 to 20. Nice. Hey, has to be the good guy now. Exactly. He's a giant possessed teddy bear. Run around like I didn't pressing A on items. Yeah.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
There's no way I would know that, so it's odd that... You know what, never mind. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and get through this quest.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
To be clear, yes, I am the type of player where if you give me an animal to pet, I have to do it, like every single time. So I'm sure there are probably some instances where I have petted the same animal on multiple occasions, and that's just the way it's going to be. I absolutely cannot help it. Here. imagine it. There we go. And move. Kind of market. Ain't good. Just a playable faction. Yeah. You can pet the cat. Love it. Game of the year. I'm sure Boss Page would say the exact same thing. And there's another cat. So it's the cat, never the dog. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's dogs here. Now that I think about it, that's a good question. Supposed to be a time, but apparently Zevra's voice actor couldn't do the accent, so they switched to Spanish. Really? Nah, both accents exist throughout the country. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Just check around here, just in case we dump the place once we get through.
Whatever's happening outside,
We
this is the
stand
safe
upon the
place
I'm
for
gonna
precipice
us.
have
of
to
change.
go through all these different areas and buy up their stuff. Coaster, what's going on? Appreciate you following me on Twitch, dude.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome. Please. You think I'd
What's
ever
up,
pass
Ash?
up Cafe Pietra's coffee? You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
We could be in Virantium in no time with the Alluvian.
It won't matter. Zara's not in Virantium.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Sarah would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way.
Made it
He
mistake.
hears what he wants to hear.
Really? You look happy, it's weird? Let's see, what is the romance like?
Bitter and sweet. You called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? Huh. It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought
Why am
that
I
to
in the
live
dark shadow
truly
like that?
is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy, but it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Whole game is like
Not
this,
when I
bro.
hear that from you. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Wow. Really? This man apparently is a coffee connoisseur. I am sure there's some women who are playing this who Lucatus is right up their alley. They're enjoying them. But I can tell he's not going to be a guy that I'm all that into. We're still going to max out all of his bond, though, and continue with this romance, even though the final romance is, of course, Neve. All right. Hey, now that that's done, we already petted the cat. I know I can't go through here. Okay, so cool. Go through and hit that
feel
right.
at home here.
And this getting chased by my Miguel. What's going on? This boy that cats to speak with animals. All right. Now,
not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Almost feels like home.
Left the queue to get away from Antaam assholes. Now they're here anyway.
That's right. It probably feels kind of dangerous being around here with while being a Tal the Shaw. That's probably not a good look. All right. Let's see what this is about. Nice other guys, but you're gonna have to master the cafe art mini game. I didn't even know there was one. That's interesting. Lighting makes sure Rook looks like he has scales. Keep giving them guys go. Yeah, I'm doing it every single time, even though they don't even say thank you. Like, there's literally no reaction to doing that, which in my opinion is odd. It doesn't even say how much money you're giving them. I might be hemorrhaging coins and not even realizing it, but I still can't help it. Like, to be honest, it's kind of this way in real life as well. I'm not just gonna pass by and pretend I don't see you, bro. Especially if you call me out directly. So here's $1, man. I hope it helps. Good Lord. I don't like the way the mini map works sometimes, where it doesn't clearly show that, hey, there's more over here. You have to actually. It's weird. It's not like Fog of War, you know. I don't know how to explain. Damn, are there really beggars everywhere? T-options. Oh, what is that? Is that a dog? That's a dog. Okay, so it's not just cats. They are dogs you can pet as well. That's a door to be opened. There you go.
You like meat? You like meat?
For now, I feel like we should only be buying mementos.
If the butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
Is that so?
So this is Treviso now.
Have some hope. The crows haven't given up.
They won't last much longer if the Antaam have their way.
There. Okay, so down over there is where we need to go. That's fine. It's up here. Whoa.
He was my cousin.
Get ready.
We are found! Attack! Don't worry. They're in the Argo Center.
You with Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antaam!
They killed Dorian. They killed my cousin.
See that?
Now's your chance. You're weak on the left.
That's done. Are you Yakubus?
Darren, my cousin. They...
Yeah, it's weird that One, there was a ton of frames dropping there. That was odd. You're making it worse. It's weird to me that, like, obviously in Dragon Age 2, the Qunari were one of the main antagonists, right? And you didn't really have the choice of siding with the Qunari over Kirkwall management. But I feel like that made sense. Here, it's odd that they seem to just start you off, hey, clearly the Qunari are the enemies, you need to kill them, you're siding with the Crows, that's it. Like, we already know the Qunari are not even one of the factions, unless Lords of Fortune are basically, and Qunari are basically considered the same thing. But it's just odd that I don't have more choice and agency, that I don't have an opportunity to at least talk with them and make a choice for myself about who I side with, or at least make the choice more complicated, right? Like, you sided against the Qunari in Dragon Age 2, but you kind of saw some of the points that Aristarch was making. It's like, yo, he's not crazy. He's not crazy. The Antaam invasion. When the Antaam invaded the south, the people there were completely unprepared. Antiva and northern Reveille were overrun quickly, with the invaders pushing down through the Green Dales to the Venatori River, leaving only the southernmost of the free marches spared. From there, the Antaam pushed west, overpowering Tevinter magic with gatlock cannons and brute strength, until the defenders finally held at Verantium. Navarre was spared, likely due to the Antaam fears of necromancy and unwillingness to attack until Tevinter was conquered. But almost half of northern Thedas fell to Antaam rule in just a few years. To those asking why the Antaam waited centuries to attack in force if they were this powerful, I remind them that the Qun teaches that outsiders are to be converted and educated. Under Qunari control, the Antaam have been fighting only Tevinter, and even then, they followed rules governing how and when to attack. Gatlock cannons were not to be used on civilian targets, for example. When the Antaam broke from the Qun, they threw off the restraints that had held them back. It's also important to note that the Antaam fought alone, with little in the way of supply lines or experts in food production. The craftspeople and strategic experts who would normally support them had not broken from the Qun when the Antaam did. The invaders needed to attack to keep eating. When they encountered resistance that would have forced a siege, the Antaam invasion stalled. The Kifshaks, who wished only to conquer, now had to learn to rule the lands they would claim. Yikes, this is not consistent with the Qunari. They did wrong. Viago, do you have a map of the Antaam's movements through Antiva or records of the activity? From an offhand remark, I learned a vineyard south of Treviso was burnt to the ground. It was one owned by the Della Mortes. I visited a few times. I remember the sign at the front gate with its brightly painted vines. Katerina was ensuring the family's impact were taken care of. I should ensure the same. V has attached everything you need to know and more. I added a list of every contract closed with Antaam as a target. We have suffered, but the Antaam have never been unchallenged. I have a bottle from the vineyard you mentioned. We'll drink it when Treviso is ours again, and it will be all the sweeter. Lucanus, here's everything I can find on Zara, at least when she's in Minrathous. As you know too well, she's frequently absent from the city, from the country itself half the time. Those trips are far longer than people think. Rumor has it she gets an imposter to sit in the magisterium meetings for her. She wants the glamour of power without the boredom. She used to sponsor magical resources in Minrathous, but that stopped abruptly, likely when she took her hobbies elsewhere. Zara will still have associates at Treviso. If these notes can help track them down, use them. Perhaps a frequent guest at her gatherings or money we can follow since it led to Tevinter Imperium. Zara is vain, egotistical, and cruel. Expect nothing less from those who sought her favor. Whoa, did I miss one? What did I miss? Oh, at the end. Lucanus, you're right. We knew they were coming, but the Antaam invasion still caught us unprepared. Buying a Talon was a move that paid off for them. Emil Cortez was too skilled, and we were too busy picking up the pieces when the strike came. Buying a Talon? What does that mean? Worse, they hit without warning and had us in their grip fast. Too fast. They bought someone else. Maybe a lot of someones. We haven't yet found all the throats that need cutting. Now we have Qunari in control of all Antiva. Treviso is like their favorite toy. They flaunt the occupation here, showing off how they took charge of our poor, lawless people for their own good. I know you just got out and too much has happened already, but we still have work to do. These clear, resounding instruments are made from the seasonal shadow of a single lineage of Hala, a trait of mutual respect that began when Antiva stood strong with the Dales. I don't remember the Crows being considered to strongly align with Dalish elves. I don't remember that, but maybe I'm misremembering. Thief, what's up, dude? Taking a break from my own gameplay. Check out what you're up to. Thanks, man. Always good to see you, dude. Did they break Kunari Lord? Yeah, question. No, they didn't break Kunari Lord. This was set up. This was set up basically outside of the games. That the Antaam have broken away from all of, from the rest of the Kunari. And now they're basically on a warpath. We knew this before this game came out. I feel like even though this game is M rating, it was made, it's not living up to the M for sure. They turned to vintage. Oh, another fiddle with the Q. No, the stuff with the regarding the Q is consistent. It's consistent. We knew that the Antaam had broken away, and that they're an all-out war. They contain a special tonic that charges your ultimate. Oh wow, this is the first time I've seen that. Whoa, and it like charges my ultimate significantly. That's actually kind of cool. All right, I gotta look out for the blue pots for sure. The pad button too fast. All good.
You have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then...
You do not look like a crow.
Has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Derek, your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from Tia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
That note said Darius should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Tia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I've spotted them around the city. I think there's one nearby on the walls.
Let's go look.
Oh, crap! I didn't even realize that was an option to pull it back down. Poor Lucanus. How did I do that? And why is it I guess it makes sense. You got all this heavy weight and heavy gear. Yes, it pulls you down with you. It's still annoying though. At least give me like a microsecond to try to jump up and claw up. You could absolutely sometimes make the game too realistic. No, okay. Oh, but there's something behind there. Appreciate that, thank you. Alright. Is it Ben Shapiro? That's hilarious. There's just no way he's an assassin, though. He's not an assassin. He's not a guy who helps write the car. There's just no way that guy should be in the field. None. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe it. All right. Oh, wait. We said open the journal, select the quest. So let's see, map, journal. Return to Lighthouse, right. Return to the dock, no. Treviso, defeat the champion, find Darrett's contact. Is that it? Oh, this is lighting up because they say there's a treasure nearby that I need to find. Huh. What is the justification for why you are notified when there's a treasure nearby? Oh, there's a little beam on the other side of here. Huh. That's interesting. Let's see.
bunch of Antaam.
A crow mark.
Oh.
Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
Okay. You inspected the swimming? No, I'm afraid not. But this year in game has been a bit dry. Dragon's Dog was a big letdown for me. I wasn't crazy impressed with Dragon's Dog, either, but I was very happy with Metaphor. What else came out this year? I can't remember. A couple of games came out this year that I was happy with. But it certainly hasn't been as crazy as I think a lot of us thought it would be. Cune on the rocks. A recent Drowned District staple, rum is matched with salt water, presumably seasonal parvalin fruit, floating from a dreadnought hold while Antaam are distracted by their own windy butcher. Here, let's go ahead and look at some of this. You know what? I should start selling some plus 25% rally party duration. Gain rally party when hitting 3 or more enemies with this weapon. What is rally party? Rally party. Companions deal increased damage. I don't want to, I probably don't want to gear myself around what the companions do. Oh, yeah, stagger. Stagger was what I was gearing myself around. So actually, I should go ahead and let these go because these do not have the amount of stagger that I want to maintain. This is absolutely not doing that. Yeah, all of these way less stagger than this has using that a common level. Okay, and then how's my bowl doing? Yeah, that's all good. That's the helm I eventually want to use, but not right now. Oh, right, it had more defense than all the rest of these, so you know, fine, I'll stick with that. What's the deal with this? Less ability damage. Yeah, all of these had less ability damage, and I really like it when my abilities are powerful, so I'm sticking with that. What's this? Plus 20% duration ability damage. Oh, that's probably like if I'm doing a damage over time effect, which sometimes I cause them to bleed, so that's not too bad. Plus 20% enhanced damage duration. Actually, I like that more. Let's see, plus 10% weapon damage is what we have here. Ooh, plus 25% status. Ooh, and plus 25% necrotic weapons duration. I like both of those actually. Ranged attack damage. No, I don't use ranged attack often enough for that to matter as much. And then this 10% weapon damage. That's actually really, really nice. You know, we'll stick with base weapon damage, actually. We'll stick with base weapon damage. PC mustard race all the way. Said my romance choice from Lucatus to Davrin. Not at all because of the Griffin. I'm really, really looking forward to finally getting Davrin. What's up, Joe? Finished the tutorial with my human maze and started the first quest. What's it so far? Character grade is okay. I was able to create an attractive female. Nice. They could have easily made the sliders better reflect more variety in female figures. Yeah. You can't get any booty. You can't get any chest. It's super odd. It's super, super odd. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, okay. What's that? Revival charges? Reviving reduces Balara's cooldown by 50%. What? What do you mean revival? Oh, like your party members can revive you if you fall. That's what it is. I'll take it. Oh, she's got a couple of points. Look at you. Yep, this is probably what we're going for. Yep, I'll take that. And now let's go over here. So what's this? When the tear closes, a shockwave spreads, dealing 150 electric damage. That sounds interesting. Or leaves behind a hazard that deals 50 electric damage every second to enemies caught within it. The effect lasts for 6 seconds. 50 or 100. I prefer 150 right off the bat. And then let's see, anybody else? Lucanus, you got some interesting things. Ooh, look at that. More damage, more stagger. I'll take it. What's up with your armor? Ooh, I like the way that looks. Plus 10% sundered effectiveness. Detonations deal an additional necrotic, 100 necrotic damage. I like that too. But he can also deal more damage versus sundered enemies. These are both nice, but I like the way that looks. Damn! That's a boss look for sure. You know what? Just off the strength of that, you can keep it. Let me refresh myself. Okay, so the one with the dagger going down is the one I should really be using. There we go. Whichever one that is. Yep, and I've got it here. Okay. And I've got a point to use. Excellent. I'm only on level 13. Ooh, I finally got explosive daggers, which apply sundered. Yo, no. Wait. I gotta go back over to character. There we go. Let's see. Control. This detonates overwhelmed, which is irrelevant because we never have overwhelmed. So we'll go take that instead. And what does this do? That applies sunder. And this applies sunder. Wait, I already had something applied. Why did I feel like, you know what? I never realized this applied sundered. I don't know. 900 physical. It does deal significantly more damage, though. All right. You know what? We'll probably end up respecting once we have a specialization anyway. All right. Whoa. Actually. Like heartwood, excellent. Now we could go up the ladder, which seems like is what they want us to do. But before that, let me just there's a chest back over this way.
Another mark this way.
Why isn't it letting me stay up on here? Why can't I? Thank you. Heartwood.
Easy enough.
Ooh. Oh, I do appreciate that. All right. I believe that's the chest I was seeing before. And there's that as well. And then is there anywhere I can drop down around here? I swear, here, hold on. I can climb up over here. And then I could climb up over there, but, oh, here we go. What's this? It won't let me, here. Why not? Oh, here, hold on. Why? How do I get to that chest? Let's see, that's over there. Can I? There's some place around here I could drop down? No. And this doesn't lead into there, so it doesn't help me all that much. Huh. I don't understand how... Did I just mess up the drop? Maybe I could do the drop, but just didn't do it. Nope, it pushes you out. It pushes you out to ensure that you can't just drop down like that. What's up, Soul? How are you, man? Yeah, it's not happening. All right, I can stop that. Don't go up to my ears anymore. What is that over there? Okay. Whoa. There's a beam right there. Can I drop down on that? Nope. I don't want to do that either. All right. That's enough of that. Let me just go ahead and get back to this. We might come back around at some point and figure out how to deal with that.
Fool Antaam won't let ships in or out. My damn ship's landlocked until they come to their senses.
Now that is obviously a problem. Like, Antiva is pretty clearly a place that needs to be able to send their ships wherever. So, I mean, that provides a little bit more of a clear reason
Here's
why...
another crow mark.
You would automatically side against them, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. Oh, there's a hole in the roof? Oh, and I missed that? Ah, damn. All right. At some point, when I'll come back over here, and we'll deal with that for sure. Thank you for calling out. Oh, this is where we were before.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
This chest right here is annoying me. No, it's probably right behind here, yeah. How do I get to that? But there's a door also, so it's probably story locked or something like that. I'm not gonna worry about it for now. All right, what's over this way? Hey, I see a green barrel. Seems like there's a high possibility that we're gonna have to give somebody a beat down over here. Steven, what's going on, man? Appreciate the $20, dude. I really thought Solas was going to be the bad guy in this. I want to punch this bald head so bad. Also, what happened to companions? I had to fight Sten for leadership, and I had to put Rex down. What? Oh, snap. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sten does challenge you for leadership if he decides you're too soft. He sure does. You too, Steven. I never triggered that, but I heard people talking about it before. I was able to avoid pissing them off. But that's actually pretty fantastic.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
Wow.
That's not.
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Our next crow mark.
Where? I did not. Oh, here we go. Right in front of me. Okay, cool. Treviso and Antiva. Accuse anyone complain about like people incels, figuring that many women also like these options. I don't think that's what triggered them calling people incels. I think the commentary regarding the pride content is what triggered them calling people incels.
Gareth's contract must be here somewhere.
And then the booty stuff was just kind of piled on top of that. The Butcher of Treviso has employed a poisoner who manufactures Cormac. The recipients of this contract, Dareth, is charged with finding this Quamic master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who allowed the Antaam into this city. Should this person become known, should the recipient fall, their next of kin may claim this contract.
The Butcher is making poison. Comic.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the Butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the Butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antaam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further.
I think Rook might want the coffee. A plaque offering a Dwarven translation of directions and sites in Treviso, proving a common history of trade that once again predates official records of discovering places where people already live. Gotta get through that door. Let's see. So definitely supposed to take this. Okay. This city is kind of weird to get around, but okay. There we go.
Back on the ground soon.
already went through here before. Okay, so now we're going into this line.
Grip.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, you know what? I guess that does kind of make sense that he would talk to himself during these, because who's used to zip lining across cities like that? So, you know what? That's actually not a bad touch. Good lord.
Almost there.
Steven, thanks for the $5 donation. I would watch Tasha call like arm wrestle, to be fair. I haven't met Tosh yet, so I can't make any assertions about her. But it seems like there's definitely some people who are fans. Whoa. Those are definitely enemies. First, let's go over here. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Not at all. No booty at all.
Wait. Boss, over here. Take them out. Quick.
Wow. And let's see. He is there.
Thanks, Nicalis.
It's nothing. End this.
Well, look at that.
Oh, wow. Huh, this is very different music. Interesting. Different combat music, rather. I just want to push that whole family of choice trope while unwilling to face that we might not choose their pet creations. I don't think that's a fair statement to say just because the booty and chest sliders are unimpressive. Like, there's still a ton of choice in how you create your character.
Get ready.
Like, I agree, it's weird that they don't have that, but I wouldn't go so far as to say all that. Good? We're good. We'll claim which clam slam Tosh. Morgan was the only good Dragon Age romance. That's not true. I had a ton of fun with Leliana. And Alistair? Whoa.
I command that you fight, but above all else, I command.
Oh.
We're in. Let's find the coming master.
BKs.
Treviso is ours. Obey my example, and the castle will fall in line. Those who do not obey have no role. They do not exist. Choose to exist.
Damn. I like that.
Traitors bartered this city, that is true. But Antaam do not respect traitors.
This place is forbidden. You cannot forbid the crows.
Eyes
Oh.
Stay in cover.
Watch your back.
Lord. good? We're good. I'll say I better have some more. That's a very positive review, which surprised me. It didn't surprise me because Mortismal has always been on record that he feels like Origins is the worst Dragon Age game out of the group. And that he likes Inquisition the most. And this game is absolutely closer to Inquisition than it is to Origins. So, to me, it tracked. Plus, Diablo is one of his favorite game series of all time. And while I'm not going so far as to say like this exactly like Diablo, it's definitely closer to that game style than any of the previous Dragon Age games were. So it didn't shock me that he was high on it. And I think some people are better than others at just accepting a game for what it is. Like,
I can smell you, an outsider. Time to test my gift.
Whoa.
I am will made flesh. So much flesh.
This sounds that sounds disconcerting. Whoa, we got another rune. Hold on, let me slot that in right now. What kind of rune is this? And this, deal 50% more damage versus health for 20 seconds. And you deal more damage in general versus health. So we can do that, or more damage versus barrier, or more cold damage. I like this one the most, actually. So where do we do that? No, it's not here. It's it's in. Is it in here? No! God dog it! And of course, I went on ahead and just triggered it. All right. Well, could have been worse. And two types of people: those who played Origins first, and those who played Inquisition first. Yep, they don't make mini games targeted Origins fans anymore.
There's a problem.
Holy smoke!
Finally, like the butcher did not
And let's just go ahead.
prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the crows. Poison us.
Poison. You face the gift of the dawn.
Understood.
Oh snap! He somehow like expanded the range of that attack.
Keep at it. Can't let this thing out.
We rise. We breathe.
I think we've just about got it.
Can you tell? Or are you guessing?
It's done. The coming
There we
master's
go.
dead.
Good riddance.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here.
They had their
That's the
own
last of the
friend
poison,
locked up, huh?
thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
Good lord. New Storm P that I got from him, okay. Looks really horny. Wow. And Human Rapier, awesome. And what's this? And hold on, wait. Oh, they're saying whatever explains this situation is in here? Nothing in there. No. Nothing there. Can't get in through there. I'll take another. Oh, whoops. Missed that. Twitch was related to being mandatory and that you can't insult or even meaningfully challenge them. Oh, yeah. Definitely heard that criticism in reviews, and so far it's holding up. Like, I don't feel like I've given the option to really disagree or so much as be harsh with my companions thus far at all. The Butcher rages. Someone has stolen the Cormec I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor is it my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed the city investigate the matter. The butcher was not pleased, locked me in here, said I was changed. Let him find another Cormac master. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a reaver of flesh. Ooh.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Kamek. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Whoa. Oh, they put me back at the beginning? As if I stepped through an alluvion? That's interesting. Okay. I'll take it.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not.
I was wondering when Antaam leadership would show up.
I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antaam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
You're responsible for the city.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antaam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antaam, making them monsters.
And the butcher?
You two are right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
Oh, that's right, they are.
You're accusing them. One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough.
And now you're forcing us to defend the crows?
Thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
Fine.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
Camilla, what's going on? How are you? I love God. I played Mass Effect 2 before 1 and thus liked it better initially. To be honest with you, I played Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 in order, and I still like 2 more than 1. I do. Oh, this is the infamous scene. Oh yeah, the one where you could say, "Who is this guy?" But and then he says something nice anyway. Yeah, where you pick the part where you call him a fool, and then your character just doesn't do that. Yeah, I heard about that. Hate how they say that all the time. Do they write dialogue before knowing what character they are talking to? All right. Ooh. Did we read that? It seems like no. The training of Jacobus. Huh, we were just here and now there's another codex. That's interesting. On the invasion, Treviso has always been a free port. Even the merchant princes respect this. Their fortunes exist because we trade and work where we will. So of course, the first act of the Antaam invasion was to blockade our trading ships with their dreadnoughts. Then they somehow took out our guard outposts in a single evening. After that, the Antaam built fortified camps right inside Treviso, positioned as though they'd already figured out where to choke off resistance, or as though someone drew them a map. The butcher seems capable. He has irritatingly a gift for anticipating acts of sabotage. But I want to know what traitor gave that monster our city before we see him dead. Fletcher's house banner has a field of uniform color, but it shimmers with threads from 100 different weavers. The sharpest edge is keen by roots well-traveled and bonds maintained. Trade is our talent, and coin is our blade. We are House Gregar, and we are Antaam Crows. All right. Let's see. First, I want to look at the journal real quick. Fit for a crow. Oh, you know what? We'll drop off the gift for him, and then let's go ahead and go to Minrathis. So... Why did you hate to? Let's go. Well, oh, yep, Lighthouse, and drop that off. Yes. And the combat is clearly much worse than Baldur's Gate 2 in terms of control. The game is clearly built to be playable to control to the judgment of the game. The inventory and character interface is crap for keyboard and mouse. They ain't knowing they say all the time. Yeah. Wait, is this? Yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, I didn't even bother with the keyboard, and after playing this for a while, I'm happy about that. Like, it's definitely made with the controller in mind. I'm definitely taking Neve with me on this next trip. Okay, you know what? Actually, here, let's. Oh, I keep forgetting. It's kind of weird how like all the inventory is not available to your party members. We have a new ring. What's this? More defense? Nah, I'm a rogue. I'm not worried about defense. It's all out. Have all offense out here. Hey, look at this. Equal stagger, but more necrotic damage. I'll take it. And you know what? Some of this stuff that I know I'm not interested in, I'm not going to be using. I should probably just go ahead and sell. Let's see how he reacts to this gift. Oh, wait, no.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Neve Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Wow.
Rook, here to join us.
I'm glad to see you making friends, Bellara.
Oh, definitely. Neve's, Neve, she's been just so kind.
It turns out Bellara knows my work. Or at least the parts that make the papers.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Leave them to finish the conversation without you. Interesting. Oh, that lets you kind of back out if you wanted to?
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes.
I was thinking the same thing, Wiggly, but I decided to. It would be
but
too
I've learned
cliche
a
to make
lot
the
of different
joke.
cooking styles. Antaam,
The governor is a traitor.
Oh,
Even
I even
Scooby-Doo
learned how to
wouldn't be
make
that
winter
obvious.
ketchup
I was
curry.
thinking the same thing, Jeff.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
I just saw a message on Twitter about this whole sequence. Somebody, I guess it's Georgian food, this ketchup puree, and whoever saw it, they were like, man, it's so amazing that they included this. I feel like my culture scene, all that kind of stuff, so I am happy for you. Sure, why not?
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
I do like cheese
You
and
have
bread.
no idea.
Pizza is one
It's
of my
good,
top 3
with
favorite
the right
foods.
cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well,
What brings
we'll
the
have to
game
see what
down.
we can find you.
Mania,
You should have an
I
assistant.
kind of agree.
Someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Neve Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
It's interesting that she's a superstar. It's also interesting that Balara is the only one who treats her that in this manner. It doesn't seem like any of the other party members are impressed with her from that standpoint. On the back of a recipe card in Balara's handwriting, no obvious fuel source for the stove. Oven uses wood, which makes sense, but how does the stove work? Faint traces of magic when we cook? Veil fire? How would that even work? Theory. Stove is drawing from the ambient magical energy and converting it into heat. Is this a constant process? What happens to the excess? Magic, finite resource. Can we ever actually run out of it? Fate is incalculably vast, but it has to have an edge, right? Asked Neve to try same meal cooked on stove and on my portable camp stove. Blind taste test suggests no difference in flavor. Surprising. Further experiments necessary. That's actually kind of cool. A recent drowned district staple, rum. Oh, wait, no, we read this. Why is it saying that we didn't? We read that. No tortilla option. Also wish you had more party control, but as an action RPG, it's not surprising they went a different route. Yeah, like I've pretty much come to accept, okay, this is going to be an action RPG more than any other Dragon Ages were, and you know, just accept that.
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
Oh, this is one of those, hey, they're standing around doing something, but it's weird with her just standing around like that. Like, it feels like she should be, like, sitting down or reading a book or something, for her to just be standing in front of the table like that, sipping her cup. Yeah, that doesn't feel realistic, but it's fine, whatever.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
What? You're automatically taking me over to it? Oh, okay, I was about to say. All right, we got a quest for it, no problem. Hey, we got a combo this time for the gift.
For me?
Oh, right, okay, a one-word combo. All right, it'll be interesting to see if some of the gifts elicit more reaction. All right, now, companions, what is this? Lucanus? Hey, Lucanus is 4. Excellent, excellent. Steven, thanks for the $5 donation, dude. I will never forget Byron for not letting my hawk romance Aveline. Flirting with Aveline when you have like no chance of her actually considering your character was actually so much fun. I really enjoyed that process. It would have been nice if you could go all the way with it, but I wouldn't have probably wanted to ruin her romance with the guardsman anyway. That was definitely a highlight of the game. Origins is the only one that was good at what it was doing. All the other Dragon Age games made some compromises along the way. I feel like Origins made compromises as well, though. Like, frankly, I don't think the combat holds up. Which is a big reason why Origins is not popular with the Inquisition as the best game audience, right? And that's the thing, too. Like, part of the reason I don't blame BioWare from leaning more towards Inquisition is people who loved Origins and feel like Origins is the best Dragon Age game, usually they feel like Inquisition is at least decent. They don't love it, right, the way they love Origins, but they see a lot of good in it, and they feel like if you change these things around, made this a little bit better, you know, Inquisition could potentially be a great game, right? Whereas the people who really love Inquisition, who started with Inquisition, a lot of them feel like Origins is basically unplayable. And not just because of the issues with getting it to run well on modern systems, but also because of the combat. Like, they find it very slow, meandering. I don't know if Moonlight is still in the chat, but she'll absolutely be one of those people who tell you Origins from a lot of perspectives of the people who love Inquisition the most. They see Origins as the worst Dragon Age game, right? So you can make a game that's closer to Inquisition and still hopefully bring the majority of the fandom along. But if they made a game that was much closer to Origins with the information that they had, I completely get why they said, no, there's going to be a lot less people who would be interested in something like that. Especially since at the time this game was being created, nobody knew that Baldur's Gate 3 was going to be just such a smashing, incredible success. Sounds like Witcher 3 compared to Witcher 1. I don't think so, because I feel like even the people who love Witcher 1 feel like Witcher 3 is the better game. Like, I don't see a whole lot of people who are advocating that Witcher 1 is a better game than Wild Hunt. I appreciate them both, but Wild Hunt to me is far and away the better game. Inquisition a lot more, but Origins is the best game for me. It's the best story for me personally. Nice. Have a lead over everyone. Had too much of an MMO feel. Wiggly, that's what I hear the most, that the quest design of the Inquisition is a huge, huge turnoff. This could apply, so let's see, we're looking at this. It could apply bleeding on impact. That's interesting. Or it can do what? Resentment, apply necrosis on impact. I think necrosis is probably more consistent with his character. And then it could either each hit permanently reduces the target's defense by 15. On impact, creates a pool of necrotic venom that deals 60 damage each second for 6 seconds. No, like, reduce the defense. Make it easier to shred this guy. All right. And, you have another one. Detonating an overwhelmed enemy applies bleed, but we don't have a consistent way to apply overwhelm, so for right now, that's not particularly useful. All right, now we have the map, and we want to do the main quest. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's get this main quest going. There we go. And to do this, return to Docktown via the crossroads or fast travel. Now, here's my thing. Oh, okay. That's how you do it. You press Y.
We stand upon the precipice of change.
Return to Docktown. No problem. Let's do it. Confused. What's going on, dude? Appreciate you following me over on Twitch. Neve is required, so who have I not been using for a while? It's probably been a minute since I used Balara, right? So let's go ahead and take in. Let's take in Balara. Mitchell, what gameplay was booty? It's kind of a lot of people feel kind of capped. Divinity Original Sin was doing numbers for ages. Same with
Fewer
a
people
bunch
than
of
I
CRPGs.
expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Are you saying that's cap as far as my commentary regarding Origins versus Inquisition? No, it's not, because Origins and the Dragon Age games in general are significantly different from Original Sin 2. It's not really comparable. And even more importantly, my personal opinion, Larian makes these incredible games, right, that attract people to CRPGs and make them look at it. But Larian has such a distinctive style and way of making games that I kind of feel like a lot of times being a fan of them doesn't make you a fan of other developers, right? Like, you can't copy that. There's no way for you to say, well, hey, you loved Original Sin 2, so you're definitely gonna like this type of game as well. No, it really doesn't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. Larian is kind of in their own lane. And it's like Bethesda. Bethesda is in their own lane. There's really nobody else who makes Bethesda games, especially not to the degree that they do. Obsidian tried it. Obsidian wanted Avowed to be a Bethesda game, essentially, and they floundered at it spectacularly. So, no, I don't consider it the same. DOS 2 is better than BG3. Why do you feel that way, Harambe? For people who can play the DA forces you to have companions. can pay us all. That it should be more like Skyrim with Diablo, wiping out armies all by yourself. Yeah, my understanding is you can't do like a solo run in this game.
Trouble
Stop
in
by.
the
Won't stay long because I don't want to be
Dark
spoiled. I'm watching your stream.
But those tunnels are
just got
safe
to the part where
passage for...
you
I know.
said you stream on Twitch
We've
as
had to
well.
close
Oh,
that entrance.
awesome. Appreciate you stopping by.
I
Hope
know
you enjoy the
Darkspawn.
game.
I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Well, through it. Take care, Prodigal. I should be streaming tomorrow. Yeah. Missed most of your Veilguard so far because of school and work. Yeah, I plan to stream tomorrow.
Raining again.
I once heard that because all the
It's so odd that the game gives you all these pets to pet, but it doesn't add any reactivity into the game that you're doing this, right? So they're just kind of there. But at the same time, even though I know there's no reactivity, this isn't going to cause anything, I still can't resist petting them. But it kind of feels just like a time waster. It feels like there should be something more, but... Oh, good. All right. Yep, take care, Confused. Whoa, okay.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
But why is it called that? On Valanim, it's the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
What's up, Jovi? I had to restart because I forgot to customize my Inquisitor. Yeah, I think that's something I'm going to put in my review, that they make it way too easy to miss that section. Are you serious? Why would you give me a button and
Welcome to the shop.
make me want to stop
I'm
there
Lorelei.
when all he says
Anything
is
you
hello?
need, just
That's so
ask.
odd. Okay, this is a Shadow Dragon's shop, which we've never been to before. Interesting. Let's start at the inn. Or, okay, yeah, none of those, but there's a gifts. Okay, so yeah, definitely prioritize mementos and gifts at all times. Which one is this? Ability, yeah. Plus 25% stagger from duration abilities, but I'm not really using duration abilities, so that doesn't help all that much. Detonations apply chills, sure, why not? That's not being used by anybody, so no, we'll leave that alone for now. Cold damage, a little bit of stagger, sure, why not? That we'll leave alone. Stagger, ooh, plus 25% stagger on ability use, plus 30% ability damage if all share the same ability type. I don't know what that means, but you know what? We'll go ahead and increase that, and we're pretty much good. Okay, cool.
Come back soon. We'll have more.
Look for detective. All right, now we're out of money. We've been in this area before, so let's go ahead and start running. Here
Beyond
we go.
Valanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving.
Was
Keep
that
an eye
by
out.
Mercer? You know Mercer's everywhere. Can't be sure. I forgot. We need to... Oh, here we go. We got it. No. We got to do it from here. And change. There we go. Also, GM mode is mind-blowingly good. Really? I never used it
Venatori.
that before. Oh,
Why
snap.
are they so close to the shop?
Oh, dude.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Oh, potions full. No problem. And whatever that is. Excellent. Oh, that's where we came from, right? Okay. And then, can this be broken? It can. Whoa! Whoa! Someone's putting together the pieces of all the different Dragon Ages. That's super cool. Look at that. Yeah, that's Inquisition at the top. That's Dragon Age. The Dragon Age 2 symbol in red over here. Yo, that's awesome. What is this supposed to be all the way at the edge, I wonder? A hint about Dragon Age 4? I can't derive anything from it, though. But that's super cool. That's super, super cool. I'm still having a good time, Shatterstar.
Got it.
Yeah, I agree, Blizzard. I like the limitations of BG3, but DOS 2 combat is superior in all ways. I do miss being able to combine elements the way you could in DOS 2. I was kind of a little disappointed when they removed it from BG3.
It's so dark.
But I also remember how much...
yes. There's definitely blight down here.
Uh-oh. But I remember how often people were saying, oh, it's going to be just like DOS 2. This is going to be trash, blah, blah, blah. So I get why they did it. The system is built for the computer from the ground up, true, instead of being a port of Dungeons & Dragons, and the abilities take you from being relatively normal to having absurd supernatural powers, while BG3 stops you before the really crazy powers in D&D. DOS 2 also just has a more compelling plot. I acknowledge you're right about from the combat perspective.
Don't like the sound of that.
I don't agree about the plot. I found BG3's plot to be more compelling, personally.
That did it. We can get through now.
And
Kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this.
We've got company.
Shadow Dragon agents. They're down here with us. Get them. Let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
Done.
On your right.
Rook, that goes to you.
Oh, I didn't realize there was still one of you. Oh, snap.
We have to take out the blight pools, or the darkspawn will keep coming.
Oh, I hate the way the game doesn't really... Oh, snap. There's plenty more.
That helped a little, but I'm guessing there's another one. Took him down clean.
Good? Alright. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I really don't appreciate that.
Ready to go.
Oh, snap. I have the incorrect one, but that's fine. There we go. Oh, snap. Let's see.
All set.
I remember now. There we go. Yep. There we go. Gotta let them attack and parry him.
I know. And I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
I wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't. I like that. I like that. Nice. Very, very nice touch. I like it just like that's a random throwaway line that has reactivity to your faction. Very nice. Very, very nice. Whole custom build campaign in any way you please in that game mode. I really wish my friends had PCs capable of doing it. I never played around with that. I didn't realize it was that robust. Usually combat is more flexible and easier to get into with what Larian such it. DOS 2 combat has a learning curve, but so much freedom. Yeah, I definitely prefer Baldur's Gate 3's narrative. I feel like the narrative is strong regardless of who's playing it. Whereas in DOS 2, I felt like the narrative is very strong if you play as the Red Prince or Fane, but that it gets weaker if you're playing as Beast or the Human. I didn't like it nearly as much. Losa was a lot of fun as well. Combat-wise, I really love the way DOS 2 rewarded creativity, especially in how you combine the different elements. And I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 didn't reward creativity quite as much. What was? Ah, crap. I missed it. It's okay. Baldur's Gate 3. Ooh, we can upgrade the Caretaker's Workshop. We got to be sure to do that. Okay. Baldur's Gate 3, I would say, didn't reward creativity quite as much. But
there it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
But I still love the build theory crafting. I still had a great time with it. I think I also enjoyed the party members of Baldur's Gate 3 more.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
I can see that once I figure out the combat is fulfilling. It's definitely getting more fulfilling now that I understand a little bit more. The enemies feel less spongy. Still can't figure out if I lost DOS 2's ending. Oh, that's the other thing. I feel like DOS 2 has a terrible ending. Terrible ending. Whereas I do not feel that way about
Good that you're still standing.
Baldur's Gate 3 at all. It used to have an ending that was mediocre, but it was still better than DOS 2. And now, with the additions,
how did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
Started as dope. Carlocko's best girl. Exactly. Say it. Throwing pushing is so good that it ruins the combat. Yeah, if you've got abilities that can allow you to throw enemies off ledges, it makes the combat much easier. Obviously, it's harder for me to do that as a rogue than it would be as like a warrior.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
My question is, do they control all Darkspawn? Or do they just control the Darkspawn that were locked away with Gillenane? And man, I know it's not going to happen, but this would be an amazing time to have the Architect. The Architect would be amazing in this adventure to say, well, we are in control of the enlightened Darkspawn, and we're fighting back against the true blight, all that kind of stuff. That would have given this so much more complexity.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop.
Mercers everywhere.
Or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Okay. Awakening Darkspawn over Veilguard Darkspawn all day and twice on Sunday.
Tomorrow. The Viper.
All right, return to the Shadow
Asher,
Dragon.
I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions.
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Interesting. Munemo, thanks for the $10 super chat, dude. Started human mage Grey Warden playthrough. The game is decent, not Origin or Inquisition, but certainly not horrible. Combat is good, dialogue is a bit juvenile, visually fantastic. Nice. Glad you're having a good time with it so far, dude. Being able to talk and become intelligent was great. I agree. We're going to talk about feeling the call or feeling something since they got the taint. Yep. Well, he talks about he can sense, not the call, but he talks about sensing darkspawn. That's a good call out. No, he doesn't talk about the calling at all. I get the sense he's a relatively new Grey Warden. We needed that guy back. Awakening was so underrated. I had a great time with Awakening. I thought that I'm an expansion type of guy. Like, I'm just okay on DLC, but expansions I love, and that was a really, really cool expansion. Which Dragon Age protagonist has the most Riz? Hawk, for sure.
Venatori, we have to be getting close to their hideout.
Whoa. Why is he able to do an unblockable move? Oh, because he dodged or blocked my attack. Is that it? After a block, he's able to do an unblockable move. That's it? That's the way it works? Something's protecting this? I'm confused. Or do I need to do it? No, nothing like that either. Oh. Okay. We good? All right. Now we're good. Can we do this now? No. It says defeat the Venatori. Are there more? Yeah, let's just come on down here and see what's going on. Because I'm pretty sure we've been over here before.
More Venatori.
All right,
They're
but there's more of them.
here to keep intruders out.
Nah, shut all that down, son. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No! I just wanted to do the stagger. Oh, that's annoying. Annoying.
Locked.
Man, was
another way.
making like Batman. I'm sure. Love the Awakenings too. Awakenings was fantastic. BioWare has done some really, really nice expansions. Awakening, Lair of the Shadow Broker, the Citadel,
Got
like.
company.
I forgot. Do we have the one that detonates under, or no? This one, right? Yeah, there we go.
Not too bad.
Come on, man. And then, you know what? Since we're here,
You got it.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling up.
All right. Didn't I see something about a chest though? Yeah, there's a chest somewhere at the top. I can't get to it, so oh well. Most of the original characters are lost to the past now. Shell's a great character. I feel like Shell rather should be in here somewhere. At the end of Origins, Shell said that she was going to come to Veilguard to try to regain her humanity.
Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
The Venatori bleed you. Dying fool.
It's all the Venatori guarding the place.
What is this? Oh, it's probably just like a standard explosive barrel. Okay. And let's see. What is this? Before I go down there. Is that destructible? Nope. It's weird how they have these barriers that look destructible but aren't. Not a lot of gore, bummer. Definitely could stand to have more.
Great.
I doubt he'll show. I doubt he'll show for sure, Jeff. It's not just that he could die. You could choose to. Well, yeah, same deal. But yeah, you could choose to side against him, so he won't show for sure. Loading barrels. What's the way out? Somewhere beyond there. This is the way it sounds like it's supposed to go. Drop down here real quick. Alright, nothing to do there. And I was about to say, don't tell me that you had me come all the way down here for nothing. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the way we are supposed to go. Whoops. Here, weave and all that good stuff. Nothing I can get on the desk. Alright.
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
Bound her lock. Whoa!
Magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
You know what'd be really useful right about now? To do a damn ultimate. But you know.
Don't mess with Darkspawn.
I was clicking, hey. No, I'm not doing a revive. Hey, heal, heal, heal. What's the problem? You're gonna be disappointed if you expected cameos from any character from Origins. Yeah, I figured as much. You know what? This is gonna be a good test. How often does the game autosave? All right.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
Alright, let's do that again. So upset that I
They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
Thank you.
Why you don't mess with Darkspawn.
There we go. Sure. Finally.
Get clear.
Do that.
For sure.
Let's finish this.
Ooh, I think a knife in the face would help you significantly, sir.
Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Morgan's in the game. She's probably the only cameo. I doubt she's the only cameo. I'm sure they'll figure something out. It just won't be as satisfying as it could have been. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of the hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Knight Commander Linos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Haha! Continue to serve us, and you will be richly rewarded for the glory of Tevinter Reborn.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Well, that was obvious. That, ooh, I like the look of that helm. That was pretty obvious.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
There's more? There's nothing beyond there. Nothing beyond there. Search lower floor for evidence. I am not seeing anything else. Oh. Whoops. Elganon has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. Instructs us follow for a magical ritual to draw on the relic's power.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook.
And then,
everything all right in there?
I was about to say, did
Look,
the door just
I
magically
thought I'd
open?
see if you needed help.
Oh, now you want to see if we need help? Come on now. Venatori, stop leaving the rooftop passage open. It lets in a draft. Are really that old? Yeah, we're that old. Another reason I dislike the blighted Evernua's plot. I wanted to explore intrigue in the Magisterium and Imperial Chantry and revolutionaries and have gladiator fights. Now I feel there won't be room. Yep, I mentioned this multiple times leading up to this game's release. One of my fears was we would not be able to really explore Tevinter the way we were able to explore for Ferelden, and I absolutely feel like that's going to be the case.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
Jeff, the missions are linear. Like, if I look at my journal, this is the only main story quest that I had. All the other quests are around companions and then side quests I could do for factions or specific regions. If I wanted to advance the main quest, I had to do this and only this.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here.
Where's
what
Dorian?
Else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and
just
Gillenane
assumed
like
he
we
was
thought.
leading this group.
They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can
Why
even
is
trust
Valar
you?
the one who approves of this?
You're not from here.
Shouldn't it
you
be
don't
Neve?
know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy
Whoa!
of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
For those who don't know, Maveris is, I think she's Dorian's cousin. And she definitely plays a role in the comic books. They've collaborated together. He mentions her a couple of times in Inquisition. In fact, you do some of the war table missions you're communicating with her. She was basically the main person that the Inquisition used to try to affect things here in Tevinter. Really, really cool to see her. And that means we're one step closer to Dorian. Ask and you shall receive.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathis, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mevaris is one of the Shadow
me
Dragon
neither, Camilla.
leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Oh, she's not a Magister anymore.
Formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against Risen Gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me?
Swan?
The cobbled swan, why?
The first Warden is here to speak with you.
The first
Let's
Warden.
go!
Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Excellent. Races of the dialogue is good though. Yep, that's true. Dorian's own girl. Ooh, nice bit of XP. 400. Oh, I forgot about that. Shadow strength increases based on rewards you do for him. Okay. You're being acknowledged as a Shadow Dragon ally. Visit a merchant to buy new equipment and appearances. Excellent. New exploration level unlocked. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map or through the Crossroads Alluvian to explore and complete additional quests.
They're telling us to watch out.
All right. Meet the first Warden at Cobbled Swan. Will do. Let's see. Let's go here. In peace, vigilance. I want to get to the Warden, so yeah, let's do that. Let's get to the world. And why does it keep mentioning here? Let's see. Okay, so regrets of the Dread Wolf. Current location. Oh, so wait. Hold on. Maybe I missed that. Let's check this again. And oh, so in this new area that they've unlocked, I am able to now see the Wardens. Okay, fine. Let's go visit them. Oh, look at that. What's this? Do I remember a time when candle hops didn't run messages through the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the place and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? Is it just me, or have there been more candle hops around lately? What's candle hops mean? What's up, KK? How are you, dude? So I come around, so I play the first two missions now. The game is the character creator was, and that's the only positive thing I have to say about the game thus far. Amy, what's going on? It's probably for a minute. I finally was able to get into the game yesterday afternoon. So does that mean it's finally running okay for you? The gameplay, at least on mouse and keyboard, does not feel good at all. As a mage, yep, that's what I was afraid of. What are you
That
barking
veil
at?
bubble we found you in. How often do those happen in Arlathan?
Sometimes, often, never. Depends on the day, and they're unpredictable. And with Elgranon and Gillinane loose, who knows what might get twisted up.
Well, isn't that a treat?
Inherent instability and survival uncertainty aside, they really are fascinating.
I'll take your word for it.
Nice. Updated my driver and tweaked the graphic settings a bit. I don't know if that made the difference or not. I did end up nuking my character and starting over to deal with the save load area. But after that, there was no trouble. Okay, nice. Whoa! KK, come on now. Come on now. Chill out on all that. I just saw Beetlejuice. I don't like all those,
Eyes open.
Whoa. Eyes open for what? Oh! Who are you guys? you go. I like that. Thank you. Yep. No. There's a run. No. There you go. Oh, snap, you bastard. Why did that work? What's that red coming from?
Nice move.
Ow. God, when he does that, he's unguardable.
Finish them now.
There we go.
Who trained him?
Why? What triggers if it's red? There we go.
Time to finish it.
There we go. Who are those guys? All right, we just came in here, and you just stood around watching the whole fight, huh? Not a care in the damn world. All right, there's a whole area outside of there, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Homie Planet 2.0. It does look similar, doesn't he? That can literally stop you in place as a mage, so you can't move around after. Ooh, but the attack and ability animations freeze you. That's rough. I love being a mage. I mainly use my dagger and orb. Oh, so you play mage, but you play it more as a warrior. Interesting. This is interesting.
Dogtown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
In my favorite cereal, there's a showdown in a secret market that only opens every third full moon. What moon is it now? Is it real? Can we go there?
It's kind of weird to me that the markets are not marked on the map. I feel like that's going to be very annoying when I have more money and I want to search around to pick up all the items that I've potentially left behind. Definitely more enjoyable when you curate your own difficulty setting. Yeah, to the best of my ability, I'm going to leave things as is because I want to review this game based on the experience that the developers intended for the player to have.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
And so I'm going to leave it as is and try to judge it that way. Because I know some people, like they said, they turned the combat all the way down to easy. Like that's what Skill Up said he did, you know, or a bunch of stuff like that. And I'm like,
how?
That's not.
You getting into trouble?
Always.
Oh, hey, look at that. All right. That was a little bit better instead of them just saying one thing and us just moving along. But we'll see if that holds up, because if I feel like there's some aspects of the game that are just too annoying, then I'll definitely end up changing things. We'll see. Although for picking a romance 12, I've gotten all the compare. I've been leaning towards Dorian, but I gotta say, Lucata's kind of doing it for me. Nice. Haven't seen any enslaved elves in Treviso yet. Wonder if that was a deliberate decision. Hidalgo?
First Warden and
Man.
Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
Recklessness? Huh. Save those villagers.
Many lives would have been lost if not for my recklessness.
You destroyed a building.
To seal off a Darkspawn tunnel to the surface.
In defiance of orders.
Those orders were wrong, sir.
Your report, Junior Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solas from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solas?
No, sir. Solas opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Hey. We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solas, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress, 941.
What?
The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Let's
Everyone knows Warden Commander Thorell acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Ha ha!
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
All right. Two things. The entrance, fantastic. That was a great way to have Dorian kind of cut in. Even if you didn't play Inquisition, you know nothing about the game, nothing about Dorian. It immediately lets you know, hey, Dorian is a cool character. He's on your side. I like that. I agree with all that. That being said, not a fan of his look. Not a fan of his look. I think it pales in comparison to the way he looked in Inquisition. I don't like the new hairstyle. It's not working for me at all. At all. Dorian looks not like Dorian. I agree. I agree. Gamer41, you're not forced to be trans in this game, so that's not relevant at all. My character is literally not trans. And we're not going to make this a whole huge point of discussion either, so chill. The new haircut is ass. Should have kept the old one. Yeah, this is not working for me. You know what says? The mustache is fine. The overall haircut, no. No. This is not working for me.
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon.
Absolutely still happy
Who should
to
I be
see
thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service.
Oh.
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
Oh, so he's still on the Magisterium. Awesome. Okay, cool. I like the haircut, but his face looks weird. If it wasn't for the voice of the subtitles, I would have never guessed that was him. Exactly, which is not the way it should be with Dorian. Need a mod to bring back old Dorian. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if people end up making a lot of mods for this game. I mean, doesn't look like Dorian, but I'll take what I can get. Exactly. I'd still rather him be in the game.
So now what? The first Warden tried to have me locked up. I need the Wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than Warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
It makes sense, but Dorian just cut the Force Warden's ball off. Uh-oh! I really
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness.
Oh my.
But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solas's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
The scenes, the way it's animated and visually conveyed, amazing. The crux of what they're saying, kind of trash. Like there's a magical dagger that it makes all the difference. This is a really weird MacGuffin to go with, but whatever. There's 21 mods already. 4 of them dropped on launch day. Any of them any good, Amy? What the Destiny 2 is this? Why is there storybook cinematics at the end of every quest like your choice made any difference or anything whatsoever? Now that's true. Why don't we have more agency in it? But I like the cinematics themselves. There's the joining and the calling, the beginning and the end. Every Grey Warden gets the first. They drink the potion of Archdemon blood laced with more magic than they know. If they survive, they'll sense the Darkspawn, hear the Blight song. The Blight itself won't hurt so much. They'll be forever changed. I was forever changed. Not everyone survives the joining. They end at the beginning. Others end in battle. They're killed by Darkspawn, or maybe some other monster kills them. We go to sunless and forsaken places. We fight what would devour Thedas, and we don't always return. I've survived all those battles myself. It makes me no better than anyone else. Finally, there's the calling, and that is the end, no matter how far you've come. After the joining, the blight won't hurt so much, but it's still inside you, and in the end, it still wins out. The blight song, the one you can only hear because you're a warden, starts to change. It starts to call you. At first, you can ignore it, and then one day you can't because you're changing. At first, you can't see it, but then you can, in the veins in your arms, the circles under your eyes, so you leave. You find the biggest batch of Darkspawn you can, and you take down as many as you can before the blight takes you. You leave the world a little safer. The other wardens will tell you that you'll know when the time comes, that you'll be certain when it's real, but they haven't heard the calling yet, and you wonder if it's really true, if you'll really know. You will. I do. I've got my spot in the deep roads picked out. Take care of yourself. A page torn from Warden Aaron's journal, left for Warden Theo. That was awesome. The codexes are absolutely coming through. Return to the Lighthouse. Let's do it. The codexes are absolutely on point. Very happy with them thus far. Very, very happy with them. All right, let's go to the world and to the lighthouse, and we'll talk to Varric. Phoenix, I haven't tried it at all with mouse and keyboard. From everything I've heard, the experience is terrible. Got a tragically hairless chest, or near so. It certainly doesn't look as hairy as it probably should, right? Okay, we always start here. First few were performance related. Most of the others are character presets people uploaded. It's made and optimized for consoles. I would have to agree, Shine. I'd have to agree. It was definitely made with consoles in mind.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solas was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty, ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solas cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Which hard about
You
talking to
seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solas.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
I think they told to us. After the first Warden and everything.
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our
Married
corner.
Warden couple? Meet Harding's contact. Okay.
Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
Isn't ready more. Man, I love Varric. I want more. Yeah, Varric is awesome. Checking in me, you should talk to them before leaving Lighthouse again. How can Varric know that the dagger is the idol? I kind of feel like that's a good question. But he said he knows it based upon the ring at the top, right? Okay. They like it, I love it. I'm not gonna trip. Any of these people need to talk? One person? I think I got a gift from one of you, right? So it's probably you. Hey, you got a quest actually.
This was with my things.
We better
It
laid all there
looks
straight.
like your
Tell me
handwriting.
about it.
I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Nice.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper, too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
His hair color and his beard is wrong. Have you done the friendship missions with Neve and Lucanus yet? I haven't. I don't believe I've seen a mission marked as friendship yet. Like, I've done companion quest for both of them. What now? Faster Dwarven intuition is my best. Yeah. Well, he knew about the last Larum idol being made into a sword. He may have made an educated guess. There might have been something from one of the books, too. BioWare definitely has a bad habit of not bringing book lore into the games. That's true. There might be something in the books that helps explain this more. Very, very the choice of the ladies. Definitely. The ladies consistently prefer their the hair on the Varric's chest. It's weird to me. We talked before about the faces are kind of stilted. Not only are the faces stiff, but it's weird to me, like, it seems like the go-to move is just for their lips to curl up, like in a half smile. That's it. That's the only thing the faces are capable of doing. So odd. I know how the story's in. It's Vinter, probably trafficked it.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Why isn't it allowing me to? For some reason, it's not letting me go. It's saying that there are more of these. Oh no, but there's not more. So, Lars knows, trees are singing, magical cooking, and whatever it was, I missed it. Oh well. It was Skill Up who said that? What? I've had too much Botox. What they miss cereal? All right. Oh, here you go. Here you are, darling. I missed you.
Look who's thoughtful.
Nice. She's up to level 4 and she liked my little gift. That works. And Pt.4 detective is done. Excellent. All right, let's look at the map. Oops. None of the rest of these people need to be talked to. So now let's go to world and Warden's best friend. Let's do it. And for the Grey Wardens, I don't know who needs, who has the least approval, but I really like Neve and I really like Harden, so we'll use them. So far, they're probably my two favorite. Lucanus, I more so like his mechanics, and I do like his voice. I think he has a really cool voice, even though I don't like his dialogue or the writing of him. Whereas Neve, I like her pretty much all the way around. Did Veilguard even make its budget back? I mean, that's going to take time, Yard. We don't know that yet. I don't think it's a fair question to ask on what, day 3 of launch. Well, did you make your budget back? Like, people will continue to buy. Sooner or later, sales data will come out, and we'll see what how things shake out. Before we get on this thing, let's go ahead and look at this. And that. Detonation damage. Is that nice? Plus 25% stagger. Applied by detonations, but no. Ultimate is what I prefer. I really, really need to find another one of those somehow, some way. Ability damage. This is arrow regeneration. More area damage. I like that more, and I like the look of that more as well, even though it's not really a rogue look. Cold damage, I'm straight on that. Bleeding damage, not bad, but no, I like the ones that I have. And then, let's see, companions. Balar has no skills. Harding has no skills. Lacanus has no skills. So let's see, actually, how's the approval looking? So Balar's at 3, Harding's at 3, Lacanus is at 4, Neve is at 4. All right, so probably time for me to start switching up a little bit. Deals 50%, bear, applies chilled. Actually, yeah, we'll stick with the stagger. And then what's this? More ability damage. Detonations apply chilled. Isn't that nice? Detonations deal cold damage. I prefer that. And now let's look at this. Is this? Nope, we didn't do these. On critical hit, it applies frozen to the target. Whoa. Let's, yep, I like that. And then let's see. On detonation, deals an additional 100% stagger. I like that. On activation, fires 2 additional projectiles. That's actually pretty good as well. But we're going to go with stagger. And wait. No, I just took back a point, didn't I? Frozen. And now stagger. Excellent. And then what I want to, next I think I'll build up time slow. And then I've got a point. Ooh, a little bit closer. All right, we've got this. We didn't really even need that because we already had this. We could have went up here. What would this have brought us? Lightning flask. Throw down a flask, a bottle of lightning that explodes. So wait, type duration, it's got a cost on that. And then this has a cooldown. Oh, I think everything I'm using right now, yeah, it's got a cost. Whereas you want to have something that instead has a cooldown. This is part of the problem. Okay. One point the other day was Steam's best-selling title beating out Black Ops. Yep. Just by Steam numbers, we can see this not a complete failure at least. Yep, I agree. I'm also afraid of being regated on social media for your AAA game. Not that unfair. The people are still talking about what a critical failure Veilguard is, despite all the evidence. Conversations sounding like HR's in the room. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Look, I am definitely in the camp. I do not believe Veilguard is going to make back its money. It took 10 years to make the game. Looks like it cost anywhere from 80 to 150 million. I don't think it's making all that back. But my hope is that EA can see the forest and not just trees, and see that, hey, Mass Effect 5 should absolutely be a banger. If they do Mass Effect 5 right, they can absolutely do 10 to 15 million, no question. And then the Dragon Age team can either do another Dragon Age or move on to a different series. So my hope is that Veilguard is going to sell somewhere, like in the 4 or 5 million range. Not going to recoup his money, but obviously like not an object failure. And then they just move forward from there. So this one doesn't help. This one one of the ones we got. Okay, so this is the cooldown. So some of them use a resource, some of them use a cooldown. You know what? It doesn't really matter because I'm probably going to blow all this up and use just strictly and get all of my specialization stuff anyway. Right? Strike attack. Strike abilities apply necrosis for each unique primer on the target. Yeah. Okay. 1,000 cuts. Yeah. Okay, so for now, we'll just go with whatever. We'll just leave it as is. And then once I'm at level 20, I'm gonna really look through all of this and figure out what is my build. Going quicken after defeating an enemy with a critical hit. Interesting. Advantage duration. I don't know what advantage means. Momentum duration. That's interesting. Stagger from final attacks. I definitely want a stagger build. Generate 25% more. Oh, momentum from final attacks. The momentum is what helps with your ultimate ability, right? Effect is double when you have adrenaline. Sure, why not? All right. And then we'll go back through this later. It's only got like 70,000 players on Steam. That's quite a bit, and it's more than any other single-player game EA has ever had. Nobody was trying to advocate that Jedi Survivor was a failure. And Jedi Survivor only had around a little over 60,000. So if Jedi Survivor is not a failure, then Veilguard isn't either.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Heights of a Thim. Okay. So it's cool. Okay, so these different islands in the crossroads, they can have different weather, completely different setup. Very interesting.
Let's clear them out.
Got us in the distance.
And you're done. Excellent. Okay. I don't understand.
There. Another entryway like the one that took us to that Solas planet. If the Darkspawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
What is this? It feels like it takes longer for my moves to charge than they should. I'm talking about my regular moves. And it might be that they feel like you have to, if you want that, you have to skill yourself for that.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some. Assuming my sources are accurate.
Sliding
Past
around.
reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
Oh, is it those Fenharel answers?
In no ways they're doing extremely well. I feel like we don't know without seeing what the Xbox and PlayStation numbers are. 900K does not mean that every game not doing the same as a failure. I agree, Amy. What's up, James? The last Jedi game wasn't a total flop, but also didn't do nearly as well as they wanted. That's true. Veilguard will probably be the same. That's true. I feel like there's no way again for Veilguard to recoup the amount of money that went into making it. I absolutely agree. Number 3 on skin does not constitute not doing what great, especially not for a game that was designed for consoles, and everyone knows it. Yeah, I really feel like we're gonna have to wait and see what are the actual sales on consoles to know how well this game is actually doing. Most development, especially marketing costs for these games, Veilguard is going to be a mild disappointment for EA. I don't feel like it's going to be a disappointment, though, to be honest with you. I differentiate between not recouping its cost and disappointment, because the fact of the matter is most games that take 10 years to come out never come out at all. Most of the time you just have to shelve it and that money is completely lost. But they did actually get a game out. That game is highly critically acclaimed and it's doing at least relatively well. Most likely they see that as a win. And now it's time, but they see that as a win, but it's also why they're cutting their losses right here and moving straight over to Mass Effect 5, right? Whereas if this had a more regular development cycle and they had a little bit more confidence and faith in it, they would do more DLC. I don't remember what you had to do for this. Is this the one where you need to, where you had to, shoot certain things? I'm confused.
I keep expecting one of the floorboards to break.
Let's not linger here.
Why would you mention that right now? Thank you, lady. What are you supposed to do with this? I don't remember. So we just hit that wolf statue. I don't remember what you're supposed to do with the wolf statues. Let's go up here. Oh, snap.
There's a problem. Take your shot. Promise. Don't make it look easy.
There we go.
Still in one piece.
Or maybe a 6 or 7, perhaps a low 8 at best. So far, I don't think this is a 9 like IGN says it is. See, the problem with that is, part of the reason I don't, I'm not judging this game early is because everybody says the last 5 hours of this game are the best part of the entire game. And they also seem to say that the game gets better as you go along, that the first 10 to 15 hours are very slow. Then there's a second wave where it's like, okay, things are more interesting. And then finally, it has a really, really fantastic finale. So I don't feel like I'm far enough in to judge a 9 score or Mortismal Gaming saying it's the greatest Dragon Age game of all time. What's up, Cube? The scenery is absolutely fantastic. There's a photo mode that you could use where you can circle around and take a photo anywhere you like. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of detail. Can you get your companions to do all the tanking if you're playing mostly ranged? No. No. So from what I understand, playing mage for the first 10 to 15 hours is kind of rough because as you all can see, it takes a while before you get a warrior who can do things like taunt and draw away some of that attention. Everyone else is left. With the Fade sundered from the physical world by this new veil, it's hard to reach this place, and people want the safety of home. They say the Evanuris are gone, but I promised the Dread Wolf I would help. My work here isn't done yet. I'll stay as long as I can. What am I supposed to do with that freaking wolf statue? I'm so annoyed that I don't remember how this works. Oh, I was about to say, I know there's something in here. We'll have to come back to this. Yeah, there's a whole section up over there. All right. Whoops, that's where I just was. All right, where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? The ladder's here. I can't remember if maybe there's supposed to be another wolf statue that you hit as well in order to finish this off. All right, but don't worry about it. We'll come back to it at a later point. I think this is one of like those Solas type memories over here. Oh, and there's a way to drop down from over there as well. Let's see. Saving is unavailable. Why? It's weird to me why when all of a sudden for no reason it just stops letting you save. I don't know what that's about. Maybe because we're close to the gateway. Dragon Age to me just like looks like D&D with less interesting monsters. The lore is wildly different, and that used to be one of the major draws.
There, it's happening again. We're in another of Solas's memories.
Nice.
Remember last time?
Okay.
Past really can still hurt you.
The wolf statue points to loot. Okay. Well, I'll have to take care of it next time.
Atishan, Lassa Gilan. Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solas. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solas sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
I've been quite disruptive a time or two.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp.
Dog it. Thank you. What? Oh, snap. I feel like there are like buffs or things happening in combat that aren't really clear.
Think like a spirit of disruption.
So is that the way that I came? Where am I? What am I supposed to be shooting? Oh.
We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them.
What? Oh, so they fired traps instead of direct shots. That's interesting. So in Veilguard's linear progression, you get 2 mages, 2 rogues way before you get 1 warrior, unless you play as one. Yep. That's absolutely the way it works. And yeah, I'm confused about why. I'm confused why they would do that. Really limits, I mean, technically it doesn't limit what kind of builds you can have, because
more
you
enemies.
can just decide to deal with things as they are, but it certainly makes things harder than they probably should be. Yeah, okay. I'm
They
really,
bring the strength
really
of the
ripping through
Fade!
enemies now.
We're almost through to their citadel.
Or this might be like an easier quest. I don't know if the enemies auto level with your level, or if it's possible for you to encounter content that you're higher level for. So might be that it's just assumed you will be at a higher level when you got here, but otherwise I'm definitely carving through these enemies. Here. We're very bored with the game? No, I'm not bored with the game.
Eldinan may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means
it's not entertaining me as much as some of the other Dragon Age games, but there are some positive aspects of it. But I'm really...
Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
I'm not sure if I like the way they're representing Solas tricking the
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
What? I'm not sure if I like the way they're representing Solas rebelling against his family. Only because in the Codex entries, it made it clear there are actually 2 separate large groups.
You must hold fast!
And Solas was the only one trusted by both groups, and he locked both of them away. And I feel like this isn't, there's no acknowledgement of that here. That it wasn't just his family that ended up getting locked away and sealed. And that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Oh, crap.
The gods send aid!
Oh,
this
I'm
is as far
burning.
as you go.
I feel like this is the first time I've been... Oh, snap! What is going on? What is that?
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solas, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan.
That's a Solas comment.
Comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
I don't know.
That's all it was. By this point, Solas didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Venatori.
I doubt it was the last time he did so either.
Let's see what this fragment could tell us.
I hope at some point we're gonna get the other side of the story. Like, here are the reasons why you should side with Solas, or explanations about who he is, because it feels very one-sided right now. Very, very one-sided. The game does feel like a slow build. Yep, I agree, exactly. I did get the serious chest, I understand. You find every single character obnoxious except Red, Fim, Hawk, and Bear. It's definitely not for everybody. Oh, what's this? Ben Harrell altar. Oh, is this what I got from the altar? A monument to humility. The monument has been methodically destroyed. One of the shards shows a victorious elven general, written firmly across the smiling stone face of Veilfire runes. Here is the folly of Mirandus, dreamer and defender of Arlathan. He broke the ragged blades of the hungering brethren. He laid the head of the moon-bred serpent at the Vunin gates. In his arrogance, he thought to claim those crossroads for the glory of Arlathan alone. Upon these peaks, he set these monuments. But he returned to find Arlathan lost and his people scattered, and those who sheltered the stranger and fed the hungry were greater heroes than he. Here is the folly, and here also the lesson. Pride bears us to the heights, and pride casts us from them. Yikes. Not really doing anything. Well, these are all flashbacks. And so, yeah, if you mean the current story...
That must be how the gods are sending blight into the crossroads.
If you mean like in the in current day in the story, he's trapped in the Fade, so he can't really do anything. Like, so he basically serves as an advisor, just like Varric. At least at this point. All right. Now, is there a ladder or anything supposed to have with this? Appears not. All right. This is where it's supposed to go. But this is where I need to call it. I actually have previous dinner plans that I need to go ahead and head out to. Most likely, I will be back on tonight after putting my daughter down. But I hope all of you have enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you joining up. I had fun. Still a decent time with this game. I stick with what I said before. It's not wowing me, but it's not turning me off like crazy either. I'm going to start focusing a lot more on the main story missions because I want to start getting to what's interesting. And I want to get all of the party members. Once I have all the party members, we'll start going through all of their different quests and the faction quests and things of that nature. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this stream. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Later, to just admit, yeah, your boy bamboozled you. No, Dee, no, I'm not admitting that at all. I am still firmly on the side of Solas was right. Like, we see Solas do absolutely nothing in the flashbacks. Just talk. Oh, and supposedly strategize. That's true. That's true. He hasn't really broken out yet. Blizzard, take care, man. Yep, Deacon, have a good one. On the other hand, pretty much every campaign in Mass Effect is a spot in my heart. Mass Effect, as a series, has the strongest group of party members in gaming, for sure. For sure, my opinion. Take care, Camilla. Have a good one, Cube. Night, DD. You all have a good one. Yep, take care, Jovi. Have a good night, dude.